Welcome to Northwest High School, right off Pippin Road. Nathaniel Hipsley and Ian Liddell here for a varsity matchup between the Harrison Wildcats, coming in at 4-4, and the Northwest Knights at 3-7. Ian, got a good matchup on our hands here. The Southwest Ohio Conference is wide open this year. Could be anyone's. Either of these two teams here tonight could take it.
Looking forward to a good game. We just came off the JV game, which was a nice win for Harrison. And the freshman game earlier on tonight was an overtime matchup, I guess.
So a lot of good basketball already been played in this gym. Take a look at the starting lineups for tonight. For the visitors, Harrison bringing in Cade Combs, Mason Young, Grant Morse, Andrew Sebastian, and Kyle Bill. Meanwhile, on the Knights side of things, we've got Arian Eaglin, DJ Jones, Jay Davenport, Marquez Postway, and the 6'5" junior, Braden Miller. Just about ready to come out for the opening tip-off. Both teams getting a final word from their coaches, Andy Marks for the Wildcats and Nick Argentati for the Knights. We'll take a look at the height discrepancy there at midcourt. Miller towering over his mark, Cade Combs. Ball is up, away we go, and the Knights will have it first. Not too much of a surprise there.
So there was a story on Miller last year, I recall. I believe his grandfather may have played for UC.
There you go, looking at bloodlines here on the court tonight. Off the wing, it'll be Postway driving into the post.
A heavy collision and a charge.
They're gonna get him, it's gonna be going the other way.
We're gonna watch the replay on that one. No replay, okay.
So 7:36 to go here in the opening quarter, and you see Postway got up feeling that one.
Northwest coach was not happy on the charge on that one. I'm not sure if it was a charge either, but we had quite a few charges in the first game. More charges than regular fouls, I think.
That's right. Now Harrison gets their first possession here on offense. Wildcats work it inside. And a block by Miller. He's got 2 blocks a game he's averaging, leads the conference.
It's a nice drive again to the basket. Was not able to put it in, unfortunately.
Can't get it to go, and here comes Mason Young for the Wildcats. Quarterback for the football team as well. Was an absolute beast on the gridiron this year.
There's an illegal pick and a foul on Harrison. Northwest comes out in a man-to-man defense.
Foul's gonna go against Kyle Bill. That'll be his first, team's first. So both teams with 1 foul to start the game. We're only a minute in, but still no score on the board. Pass inside, Miller, and that's over.
You gotta think that's gonna be something they're gonna be attacking all game long.
Certainly got that advantage inside, so Miller with 2 points to start it.
Nice post up.
And Harrison now for the drive inside.
Nice drive
and the Wildcats are on the board, courtesy of one, Cade Combs. 2-2, they'll feed Miller inside. Nice pass to the outside, but it was too much.
Good idea, but there was nobody really set up to take a pass right there.
Eaglin couldn't handle it.
Didn't seem like they were in a position to really get the pass there.
I'll
Caught by surprise.
Tell you what, I've talked to a lot of head coaches, and they will always favor a bounce pass in those sort of situations. Those high passes can be a little hot to handle.
Yeah.
Swivel, and Young dead on 3. Nails it.
Well beyond the arc.
So Young's on the board and gives the Wildcats the lead at 5-2, and we are under 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Postway with it up top, and that one off the hands of Eaglin. So a couple of errant passes lead to turnovers for the Knights, and another possession here for Harrison.
Yeah, two turnovers in a row is not something they can do.
Check that from Young, though. That's some good shooting to start. Neither team particularly proficient at shooting the three ball, so if they can nail a couple more like those, Harrison should be in good position here tonight. Now Bill will give it off, and it will be Sebastian on the handle. Into the corner for Bill. Both teams getting ready to make some substitutions in. Young steps inside, elbow jump shot is good. He's got 5, and coincidentally, the lead for the Wildcats at 5 as well. (7-2) as Davenport makes the baseline drive, gonna go reverse layup.
There he goes.
That's a
blind
pretty finish. Cuts it back to 3. Young, he's been feeling it, and he's catching fire.
Gonna have to respect that jumper. Quick 10-4 lead for Harrison.
Mason Young starts 2 of 2 from beyond the arc.
We've got 2 looking to sub in here in a moment for Northwest.
They're gonna try and go from the outside for Northwest, and that one rattles away for Postway. 10-4 for the Wildcats.
Doubled on that one.
And reverse layup on
nice
the other
finish
end is good for
and a
Combs.
timeout.
Well, you'd expect that one was coming. It's 12-4 Harrison.
Yep, we got a multiple substitution coming in here for Northwest.
We'll get it all sorted out at some point.
Yeah. So one of the guys to watch on coming in the substitution here, we were talking a little bit before the game. One of the players on Northwest, his uncle played for the San Diego Chargers, Antonio Gates. I saw his game last year at JV, and his uncle actually didn't play any college football. He only played college basketball for Kent State.
That's right, and converted to a tight end, and probably one of the best to ever do it.
Yep, he's a Hall of Famer, I'm sure.
I'm slipping a little bit. Has he already been inducted? He hadn't been eligible.
He hasn't been eligible long enough, but I don't believe. He played for years with, got just retired.
Spent a lot of that time with the Chargers, and another pass out of bounds. There's been lack of communication for Northwest so far in the early going. I'll have to clean that one up.
Yeah, I cannot remember when he was drafted, but anyway.
You want to talk about a football player, Diego Yoon is in the game. Backup quarterback for the Northwest Knights, and there's a three-pointer from the outside. That is sweet.
They are fast and on fire.
It's one for Caleb Robertson. And it's now 15-4. Shot, double bounce is no good. Robertson pulls in the board. Harrison looking to push tempo, see if they can get a little bit more going.
They're rushing their shots, Northwest, a little bit. They're not getting good shots. Harrison's getting much better quality shots so far.
Young, who's been a threat so far in this game, will give it up. Robertson off to the side. Sebastian, nice feed inside to the outside. And that three-pointer is off the mark for Logan Vogelgesang.
We got a size matchup now, though, with Harrison. He's about the same size as Miller. But he did a nice job of blocking out, so the foul was on number 33.
So Grant Morse comes in, checks in for Mason Young. Morse, a senior, is probably the best three-point shooter on the floor out there tonight. Shoots it at a 48% clip coming in. Now, it's early in the season. That'll probably regress to the mean a little bit, but certainly has the talent from outside the arc. 15-4, and the feed inside is off of the foot.
A little bit low on the inbound pass. He rushed that one a little bit, but I think they're going to look to feed that ball inside him. He's getting in and around the basket.
2:15 on the clock. Young gets ready to check back in. Sebastian got defenders all over him, and then Sebastian gives it up. And three-pointer's good.
They got a bunch of sharpshooters so far. That's what, three threes, 4 threes? 4 threes, yeah, they're killing them with the threes.
That's bananas to consider that Harrison only shoots it in the 30% so far, but you'd think they were NBA level shooters.
Yeah. We got the triplet coming up.
Fouls on Logan Vogelsong. Northwest will have a chance to put some points on the board, and they do. Jaden Hagens makes his first free throw of the night.
Quick blow for a couple of the Northwestern guys. They're back in now. They're back to the original starting 5, I believe. Maybe one difference.
Hagens, couple dribbles, puts it up, and it is good. 2 for 2 from the line for Jaden Hagens, and now Harrison up 18-6, moving quickly up the court. More steps inside, now gives it off to Young. Had a good look at three. Cleanup duty is there.
Ball watching
from Rogers.
Quick start here for Harrison.
Yeah, they really are starting to pour it on here. 20-6. And there's a three-pointer from Northwest. That one rattles out.
Needed that one.
They did. Hagens, the misfire. Almost a minute left to go.
Everybody looking to shoot threes.
If Harrison's able to string together some more of those, it'd be mighty dangerous as the season progresses. They're on a 3-game win streak right now, looking to stretch it to 4, as that one's good as well. My goodness.
Everybody into the act.
Harrison just can't seem to miss as Rogers gets in on the action. You wonder if Northwest will start to feel some of the pressure and start putting up some threes of their own from the outside. There's one from Hagens. He's got it.
Big one, big basket, needed that.
He's got 5 of the night's 9 points. Now Young will give it up. 10 seconds to go. Wildcats should have the last shot in the hands of the senior Mason Young.
Let's guess a 3.
It's over to the side and looked like
short.
Yoon got a piece of that one.
Nope.
The quarter comes to an end, 23-9. Strong showing from the Wildcats here in frame number 1.
Northwestern's got some work to do to get back in this, down 14.
Certainly do. Reminder, this game will be shown in a number of different ways on replay. You'll be able to check this out on Spectrum Channel 979, Cincinnati Bell Phi Optics Channel 850, and on demand at www.waycross.tv. The times for cable, both Spectrum and Cincinnati Bell, you've got Saturday at 9 o'clock p.m., and then a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday run. On Monday, it'll be shown at 6:30 p.m., Tuesday at 9 p.m., and then a nice little start to your Wednesday morning, 10 a.m., be able to check that one out. So once you're finished watching First Things First or Good Morning Football, you can check in at 10 o'clock and check out a replay of this game.
And actually with the national championship game on Monday, you could get a good start, get yourself ready for the game by watching our game before.
That's an excellent point. Hadn't thought of that.
And you're going to get the top crew beginning, and then the backup crew will be there for the championship game.
Well, of course. That's right. That's those scrubs, Fowler and Herb Street.
Yeah. The game is in Indianapolis, so we could drive there and be ready for the second half if they're not on their game.
Oh, sure. If you have a little DVD player or something like that in the car, you could probably make it happen. Is
yeah.
2-point shot good there. And a steal, and all things have been going Wildcats so far as Young tries to put that one up. He hits the deck hard, and he will go to the line.
We know they have Monday Night Football now, and the alternative to Monday Night Football are the Manning brothers. so they could have a duplicate set with us as the alternative. I think more people watch the Manning brothers than they actually watch the other Monday Night Football broadcasts. They're more interesting.
They are a good time. They've got
Yeah.
the guests. They work the chemistry very nicely.
Yeah.
Young already made his first. He'll get their opportunity a second. I think what makes it fun, the Manning cast, both brothers are willing to do the self-deprecating humor. They'll do anything for a joke, and it's fun. They have a good time with it.
Yep.
Lead is swelled to 18 for the Wildcats, 27-9. Young has Nate Love all over him. There's absolutely no room for Morse to get a shot off, so he'll give it up. Nice pass. Robertson collects it. And he was close to walking that pass out of bounds. And Mason Young isn't used to errant passes. A couple subs. They'll take DJ Jones and Jay Davenport out. Enter Jaden Hagens and Diego Yoon.
Northwest trying to maintain some energy by substituting a little bit more than Harrison so far, I think.
Foul be
and
called.
As I say that, somebody from Harrison comes off the bench.
That'll go against Fogelgasong. That's his second. Imagine substitute will be coming for him shortly, and there it is. It's Cade Combs back into the game. Surprised, as much as we saw Miller dominating on the inside, we haven't seen them feed him more. I think Robertson's been doing a fairly decent job to try and keep him in check.
He's got the size matchup that the other guy starting did not. They're almost the same height.
Northwest looking for a chink
over and
in
back.
The
It was deflected though.
Said Morse touched it.
He stepped back, but he got touched. There's a nice drive right there.
Jaden Hagens will take it, and he has been one of the bright spots for the Knights so far tonight.
Yeah, they need to work that.
He's got 7 of the 11. Robertson.
Oh, good hands by
broken
Miller.
Up. Miller's lanky frame was responsible for that one. Here comes Young trying to move it.
Spot up for the 3 and off.
Just a little short for Rogers.
Game goes on. Maybe they'll cool down a little bit. Nice drive and, nice extension right there.
Postway tries to get it, and it's Morse with it in the end. 27-11 the score, and a timeout quickly by Andy Marks. Be a full timeout.
So any predictions there for Monday night?
Man, that's going to be a tough one. You want to say it's tough to beat a good team twice. That would tend to favor Georgia. On the other hand, it is Alabama, and they almost seem inevitable. So I'm going to go on record as saying I take Alabama by 3. But it's going to be tough.
I'm leaning to Georgia this time. Like you said, they have to beat them twice. And Alabama, one of their top receivers, is not going to play in this game. So it's going to be a little easier for Georgia to key on their one big guy and maybe force them to beat elsewhere. They're not going to be run over Georgia again like Cincinnati got run over. Cincinnati actually, defense played okay in that game as far as the pass defending, but they just couldn't stop the run.
Yeah, that was a tough piece.
And no offense. They just couldn't get any offense going whatsoever.
Tough spot for the Bearcats. I know, great season, and overall much to be proud of if you're Luke Fickell.
Yep. But anyway, Monday night, I think Georgia's going to win this one. But I think for them to win it, they're going to have at least a touchdown margin, because if it's close, Alabama will figure out a way to beat them.
That's how Saban's managed to stay alive all these years. Sebastian on the handle. And Morse will get it.
Nice block.
Good piece of it, grabbed by Hagens. They'll try and get it in position and
score.
Postway inside.
They're going to try to get up and score before Northwest has a chance to set up their defense. Easy basket in transition.
The outside.
Again? Oh.
Hagens can't get it that time.
Not a bad idea. He's got a nice shot. He nailed the other one. They got to get some threes, so no, they have to take those.
Foul's going to go against Braden Miller. That'll be his first and the team's third. Not a whole lot of fouls here in this first half. 4 for Harrison, and as we said, 3 for the Knights.
Not many fouls, but still a few more than the JV game.
There's a step inside, kick out, Sebastian into the corner.
Open,
and
cool. They pulled
it
down a little bit.
As we mentioned, neither team is particularly good at shooting from beyond the arc, so you had to think it was going to regress to the mean, but I think Harrison may be able to hang on just because they built that early momentum.
Yeah, to the basket, and it counts. Call the block, one of the few blocks tonight. Everything's been a charge, it seems like.
You'll take that one if you're Postway. He's got himself 4 points here.
I think he was planted under the basket. So he tried hard to take a charge. He stepped up. That was a good call.
All right. Postway, who didn't have any points there in the first quarter, now has himself 4 and a chance to cap off the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
So if you're Northwest, your goal here in the next 4 minutes is to go into half down less than 10.
We've got some work to do, but it's certainly feasible as Sebastian hands it off to Combs.
You have to get it done on the defensive side.
Sebastian launches.
Wow.
That's good.
It's interesting because when he shot that, I thought it was going to be short, but it wasn't short.
Had himself a triple in the first quarter, triple in the second quarter. 32-15, lead back up to 17 for Harrison.
Oh, did a good job of getting his hands down, turning the ball over.
Combs lays it in the other end, and
just like that, it's 19.
Harrison puts an end to that run. 34-15 with 3:30 to go here in the first half. Postway tries a corner three.
There we go.
Swish.
Nice looking shot there and a needed 3.
The senior Postway has shown up, and there's a foul as Young goes up strong. It'll be Postway picking up his second foul of the game.
His second team's 4.
Take a look at this. Harrison not usually hitting a lot of these, but that one dead on accurate from Sebastian. Then, of course, on the other end, Postway wants to get in on the fun. Wing 3. That'll be 1 of 2 from Young.
Nice. Oh.
Out of bounds, it'll stay on this end.
Good idea there.
They're going to put Miller back out on the floor, and Hagens
right
to
with
the bench.
Right with them with Harrison matching up. I think they realized early on that that was going to be a size matchup.
Bad pass leads to the fast break.
And a block. Then a nice rebound.
Young cleans it up.
Got the block, but was not able to get the rebound.
Back up to 19 is the timeout taken by Northwest. It seems like every
earlier, nobody's in foul trouble. Only got 4 fouls on, actually 5 on 4.
No, for sure. Every time seems like Northwest makes a run at it, then here comes Harrison.
You see, he got the block there, but unfortunately there was more bodies there, more green bodies than white bodies to rebound.
Tyler just had numbers.
Yep. Offensive. Stays Northwest. Got 2.5 minutes, see if they can chip away at this lead a little bit.
Yoon, a little crisscross, shake and bake, and the drive
Running out of real
baseline.
estate. Can he
Gotta
save
be careful.
it? Oh.
Uh-oh. Here comes Morse the other way. Young.
Did he shift his
with
feet? No.
the defense on him. Young's gonna shoot that all day, and they are just
He's an
knocking
assassin
down
on the threes.
for Harrison. Be careful, this could turn into a career night
Raining
for Mason
threes.
Young.
7 or 8 threes?
At least that many.
Yeah. Have to glance at the scoreboard at
Young's been
halftime.
responsible for 3 of them. Yoon can't hit there from 3.
Can he spot up? He's going to take it to the basket. And
it's a good look from Jay Davenport.
Slides it in. 40-20.
All told, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 made threes by my count for Harrison.
And there's almost an old-fashioned 3.
Well, when things are going your way, they're just going your way.
His first, his fifth.
They'll have Sebastian at the line to shoot a pair. Sebastian good on attempt number 1. He's hit 2 of the 3-pointers for Harrison tonight. Different green team.
Similar colors. No black in the Mason, but the green, definitely the green's there.
I think with the green and black color scheme in there, and then Mason Young, there's just too many variables in there blowing around. 42-20 is the score as Northwest gets an offensive possession in. Stolen away,
steal and a spin.
Here comes Sebastian. Leaves that one
Underneath
short.
the basket. Oh, his head hit the floor there a little bit.
Be careful.
Yeah, I guess they're right.
Foul's going to go on Mason Young, and that's Jay Davenport, who's now up and moving. About a minute left to go here in this first half. It's been dominated by the flashy 3-point shooting of the Wildcats. Higgins elevates, and they got him.
Got him on the
Combs.
arm, stepped to the free throw line.
Personal foul, Harrison, number 2, Cade Combs, his second, team 7.
Cade Combs will pick up his first. And Higgins, who tied for the team lead in points,
There you go.
now
Got
breaks
a
that
favorable
tie with
roll.
Marquez Postway, and he's got 8. Postway misses the second, and it will be 42-21 as Harrison comes down the floor. Tough foul.
Foul to give, so
Davenport.
no shooting, so that's good.
At the moment, Knights with 16 fouls and 17 fouls for the Wildcats, so Northwest would be in the bonus at the moment. Wildcats play this right, they could be able to get one final possession before the end of the half. Under 30 seconds to go. Trap coming, they get out of it. Morse is being pressured. He's got 3-on-1, and finally a foul.
Oh.
That's going to go on Diego Yoon. That'll be his second. And to the line goes Grant Morse, 75% free throw shooter on the season.
It's kind of fortunate there because he put the ball down. He had two guys grabbing for the ball, but they called the foul. Could have called the jump ball, too. He's also swinging his arms a little bit, but made no contact.
And that'll be the first points of the night for Grant Morse. Makes the front end of the 1-and-1, and he will earn himself a second shot.
Big scoring half for Harrison, 43 points in the half.
Absolutely, as that shot rims out. One last look for the Knights. Feet inside, Miller, and he's bumped. Foul goes on Kyle Bill. And it'll send Braden Miller to the line. 87.5% he shoots on the season.
You're gonna jinx him.
It's nothing personal, Braden. It's nothing personal.
You never say anything about the jump shot. Free throws, they always miss.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
My apologies to Miller and company. Quick bounce, another attempt.
And he missed them both.
I'm not going to say anything for the rest of the game. I think that ship has sailed.
He's gonna shoot a three maybe to make up for it. Oh, and in and out. Unlucky.
Miller misses, post way, no chance to put it up, and that will be the end of the first half. 43-21 as we go into the half. Harrison up, and it will be on the Knights to respond. Let's take a break, and when we come back, the third quarter.
Story of this half, 3.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Ohio, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Start of the second half, 43-21, visiting Harrison Wildcats all over the Northwest Knights. Ian Liddell and Nathaniel Hipsley joining you from Northwest High School as Davenport drives inside. So tall task, Ian, for the Knights here in the second half to climb back into this one.
Yeah, they got to do something to prevent Harrison from raining threes.
I think for the time being, you just try and put together good offensive possessions and hope that Harrison cools down a little bit. That'll help.
There's a three for Northwest.
Nate Love was held scoreless there in the first half and drains a three to start the second.
Almost an over and back.
Distribution and Morse.
Oh, I think he might have moved the feet there.
Gives one, and it's out of bounds and stay on this end of the floor. I think you're right there. I don't know that we have a replay on that one, but it looked like he had some moving feet.
Yeah, yeah. Happy feet.
You got to get this one in, and Nice little pass there. Morse picks it up.
There's a nice steal. Got fouled. Yep, steal and a hold. Northwest gonna have to do a little of that of turning it over and knocking down threes, and you're saying chip away a little bit at a time.
They'll get Grant Morse for that foul. That'll be his first of the game, team's first of the half. Love the inbound. Hagen's got it in the corner. Good ball movement to start out, and turnaround jumper is good. Miller cashes in.
They started the game with that, and then they went away from that. And there's a turnover. Nice hustle.
Just like this
Great
is
start
a
here.
revitalized Northwest
And we
team.
got a quick timeout. I think they had an inspiring pep talk at halftime. Came out with some energy.
Well, certainly must have been.
And just like that, 15 points. What was it, 22? 7-0 run?
7-0 run.
Bobby Knight used to say the first 4 or 5 minutes of the second half were the most important minutes in a basketball game.
Certainly very pivotal. It's now only a 15-point deficit.
Yep.
Nate Love has been the story here in the second half, and there he is laying it off the glass.
We saw Miller in that play. He got on the floor to get that turnover.
Well, it's on the Knights to keep that momentum going as Young
Keep the
will
press.
be the trigger on the inbound. Gets it away to Bill.
Nice job of breaking the press. I'm not sure he didn't take another step, but
Three-pointer,
that's a big
they
three.
just keep on rocking. Morse gets in on the fun.
that cuts down the momentum a little bit. That was a big three right there because they were on the run and the ball's off of Northwest back to Harrison, and just like that, back to 18. And with the possession here and a made shot, could put it back to 20 again.
Sebastian now.
There's good hands there. Fortunate to get the ball back, same guy spot, and he was off on that one.
He's offline to the right side.
His feet really weren't set that time.
Northwest should have chance here. Davenport to inbound. Love standing by.
Well, they got to make shots so they can press. Got to
Feed
reach.
inside. Got to see who the foul's on.
Personal foul, Harrison, number 5,
They
Morris.
put that on Morse. He got through the entirety of the first half without a foul, and now he's picked up 2 to start the second.
You know, with Harrison still having the shorter guy guarding Miller, I would be looking to feed that ball to him while they got that mismatch.
Postway nearly lost that one,
And a turnover.
and now Love does.
And a steal. Oh,
And back and forth they go. Tie up.
a little bit of a collision there. Not sure if he didn't bump him a little bit before he got the jump ball, but
Possession arrow was favoring the Wildcats. .552 to go here in the third quarter. Combs will give it right back to Mason Young.
they really haven't, for the most part, been affected by the pressure except for that first minute or so, second half.
Morse
Pretty
top
good
of the
ball
key,
handlers.
off to Young, and
He's cooled
shot
down a
no
little
good.
bit this half. And he dribbled right into the double, got out of it.
Be a good sign for the Knights.
See
DJ
if he can
Jones
spot
across,
up.
and Miller leaves that one well short.
I'd be looking more to feed Miller in the middle than threes, but
Well, it does look like that's where the advantage would be. Now they've got Miller guarding out on the perimeter, and
wide
that's an
open.
elbow jumper that Mason Young will take all day long.
they just kind of let him slide into the lane and shoot an uncontested shot, really.
Young, foot on the line, couldn't quite corral that steal.
So a foul or an out of bounds? I think out of bounds back to Northwest.
"20-point lead for the Wildcats. Conversely, 20-point deficit for the Knights as Yoon will inbound. Gets it in for a long two-pointer, and that's good for Julius Gates.
First basket of the game for Gates, I believe. Maybe his first shot.
That is. I think it's both. 48-30 as Sebastian handles. You've got some pressure coming now from
Almost
the
over
Knights.
and back there.
Robertson lucky to get it away, and the baseline drive will find its way back
steal.
to Robertson. Here come the Knights the other way. Miller
wants another three.
Big
That
three.
time he buried it. Back to 15, but total. Oh, a nice block. Great hustle by Gates on that one to negate what he looked like a wide open. He looked like Jamar Chase against the Chiefs this weekend.
Just a little bit. It was a career day there for Chase.
And then on 3rd and 27, leave him in single coverage. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you to the Chiefs for the AFC North. Robertson from the outside, and that shot no good.
I think they'll give him that three. See if they get him in transition for another three. Cut it to 12, and they did. Just like that, it's a 12-point difference. 8-0 run. Getting some spurts here. We said the first half, you get it under 10, then you never know.
Hagens with that three-pointer.
Oh, almost looked like he walked there. Got away with it, though. They broke the press.
That'll break the run as Logan Vogelgesang gets his first points of the night. 50-36, Wildcats up. Jones over to Yoon.
Oh, I had him underneath for a little bit.
And Hagens
Just a
mishandles. They're fighting for it. Some jawing between the officials and head coach Nick Argentati.
A little explanation, which I appreciated.
Well, and you always like to see that. As long as the referee has an explanation, coaches will usually accept it.
Yeah.
So the trigger will come from Davenport into Yoon. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Postway up to Yoon again.
Oh, cross
nearly stolen by Young, and he goes crashing into the table.
Caught the monitor there.
Yeah,
I think you like that catch?
Think about everybody up here felt that one.
Yeah, that's Waycross property right there. There's a loyal employee. Loyal volunteer, I should say.
Now Young to the outlet from the outside. Luke Rogers.
That kills the momentum break there, and a steal.
Look at this. Young, nice move,
and
one.
Just like that, we're back to 20. Run, one. 8-run one way, 8-run the other way.
Let's take a look at this. Every time the Knights go
Nice
on
ball
their
control
run,
there.
Harrison just comes right back at it.
Turnovers killed them there. Turnovers turning into a quick three-point opportunity the old-fashioned way.
And Young will step up, trying to bring this back to a 20-point game.
I think you put a dent in our barrier right there.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
My goodness. Davenport works inside. Shot is way too high.
Oh.
Tries to go for some extra effort. Instead, it's a foul on Davenport.
It's always good to be part of the action, though. We were part of the action right there.
It was live and in living color. 2:30 on the clock as Rogers set to inbound. Young got to beat the trap. Gets out of it somehow. Robertson will have to bring it across.
On the baseline.
Out. pressure is causing all kinds of problems. Northwest forcing the Wildcats to go up tempo. It's been a while since we heard from Eaglin. He checks back in.
They're actually fronting Miller in the front and the back, right there. Nice drive.
Foul goes against Young. That'll be his second, I believe.
No NBA continuation 3 on that? No, I know. Yeah. Yep.
The inbound. And Postway to Love. In the corner. High arcing 3. It's long.
We got a foul there. Reach in.
Be Braden
in the
Miller's
back
second.
on 24.
Number 24, Braden Miller, his second, team's third.
Oh, almost.
It's been nice to see.
There you
Not
go.
really any players in
Oh,
foul
great hustle
trouble.
back. Roy looked like they had the ball, and somehow he got it back.
Timeout.
Got him a timeout there, huh?
Got it before the foul, so 30-second timeout. Quickly burned by Andy Marks. Marks, a head coach for the Oak Hills girls basketball team from 2005 to 2011. Before that, under the legendary Mike Price from 97 to 2004 with the boys basketball team. It's remarkable. Price has been around seemingly forever, graduated from Oak Hills in the 70s and coaching for nearly 40 years.
Long time. You know, there's been 2 runs by Northwest in this second half, but just as quick as they go on an 8-0 run, Harrison comes right back, take it right back to the original lead.
Got to get it across. They do. Luke Rogers now working himself into
Nice
the paint.
block.
Braden Miller blocks him up. Davenport pushing. We keep harping on it, but the number of times you see Miller
Up top
towards
of
the
key.
perimeter, you want to see him more inside, I think.
Yeah, he wants to be a perimeter guy, but he's got the size to be an inside guy.
See that increasingly with today's players. A lot less likely to end up in the low post and trying to shoot it from the outside. I think
Yeah.
Steph Curry and others in the NBA have sort of sparked a movement. Everyone wants to go into the gym and shoot threes now.
Well, not as much contact outside either.
Absolutely, that too. You get battered and bruised if you hang out there
Yep.
down low. No score change in the last couple of minutes, still 55 to 36. Bogle Gasong looking for some room. It'll be Sebastian top of the key. Bad pass out of
Nobody
bounds.
there. There's a miscommunication on that one.
Another chance for the Northwest Knights. Try and get some points up on the board. As Mason Young is on the bench for the Wildcats getting a breather. He has been a force offensively tonight. Bosway to Hagens.
Once again, up top of the key, like you're saying, right?
And Postway will give it right back up to Miller. Miller looking for his outlet, and Eaglin walked. DJ Jones in as Miller goes to the bench. Pass, wow! That one
Oh, he got
was-
kicked.
That's a tough one.
was
As
twice.
bodies hit the floor, you have got to watch. Northwest hit hard.
His back of his head hit, and then he got kicked as well, unfortunately. He got 2 shots.
That's a collision of shorts, and you got Eaglin on one side and DJ Jones on the other, although both are up and moving. Both seem to be okay, if not shaken up.
He hit his head pretty hard on this. He went up. Oh.
And that one's
He
tough.
kind of pulled him down, and then unfortunately got kicked when he was on the ground.
Because as they were both going for that ball, they both high pointed it like you would in football as two defensive backs, but that's not turf, that's hardwood down below.
Yeah, and
Applause as both guys are up.
He pulled him down. Was there a foul on Harrison on that play or no?
I call equal
I
possession
guess,
on that
yeah,
one.
yeah. I'd almost be checking him with that as hard as he hit the ground, you know?
Take a look back, that previous play.
Oh,
and
nice
said
drive to
we're
the basket.
So taking a look at that previous one, that was tough there. Both sides. This will be Gates at the line. Gets a friendly bounce. A few substitutions in for Harrison. You know, it's remarkable as Kyle Bill comes into the game. So many legacy students here for Harrison as Gates makes 2 of 2 from the line. You look at it, Mason Young, Cade Combs, Logan Vogelgesang, Caleb Robertson, Kyle Bill. All those last names should sound familiar because they all had older brothers that played on the 2020 team.
Oh, he got him on a block.
Blocking call
I guess
will go
he was underneath.
against Davenport. 4th personal foul for Davenport. He will probably have to go to the bench.
It looked like he was set, but maybe he was underneath the basket. They don't draw that invisible, they don't draw that circle like they do in NBA.
Exactly. Tough miss, air ball on the free throw. And Bill will set up for round 2. That one no good either, so it stays 55 to 38. Rebound good though from Harrison. Wildcats by themselves another possession. About 20 seconds left to go.
Boy, I'm surprised
Plenty of
that's
traffic
not a
in the
travel.
lane. Bill puts his head down, throws it up, won't go, and Miller the rebound.
Oh, he's out of bounds. They've been fairly forgiving on walks today. I think there's several that they let go that look to me like travels.
14 seconds before the end of this quarter.
They must be enforcing the NBA rules tonight.
Certainly possible. Rogers, the feed to Bill, and
Out
he
of
can't
bounds.
save it.
Got 8 seconds to knock it down to 14 here. They'll be ready to shoot a 3.
See what they can do. Miller got defenders all over him. Yoon's gonna have to jack it
Hey!
up, and he's got it.
Big 3.
At
Big
the
3.
buzzer, Diego Yoon.
So they got it down to 14.
What a time for your first basket of the day. 55 to 41 as we head into the 4th.
So they got it back to about the lead. They cut into it twice, and they got it to 12, I think, right? That's as close as they got.
Well,
head fake, and buried it. Always feels good.
Tell you what, Northwest very much alive here. If they can go on a run and prevent the counter run from Harrison, they might have a chance.
If they could do what they did in the first 2 minutes and a half of the 3rd quarter, cut it to like 7 or 8, then you never know.
Meanwhile, if you're Harrison, put the pedal to the metal and just cruise on out of here with a win if you're able.
We figure Harrison had 43 at halftime, so they got 12 that quarter. So that was about half of what they averaged the first 2.
You heard it from the Northwest coach. He called out 3 straight stops. See if the Knights are able to rise to the occasion. 55 to 41.
And 3 straight scores, and that makes it 7 or 8. Maybe less if you throw a 3 in there.
Here we go. Knights on the attack, and Hagens is stripped of the basketball, gets it right back,
You just
and then
can't turn it
Yoon
over.
gives it up. Sebastian
tapped
in
it to himself,
transition.
got a
Here
bump,
we go,
and
and
give him
one.
the basket. I'm not sure that should have counted. Looked like continuation. They fouled, he dribbled, and he put it in. It's a big call because otherwise it's not even 2 points, right? It's out on the floor. It's a big call.
That's right. Sebastian caps off a three-point play, and that's not how the Knights wanted to start.
That kind of looked like
Fourth
NBA
quarter.
too. Oh,
Gates puts
tough
it up,
shot.
won't go.
Good
Miller
hustle
tried
by
to tap
Miller.
it, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay on this end of the floor, 58-41. Keep an eye, timeouts. Knights have 3. Harrison has 2. Fouls, Knights have 5, and Harrison has 4. Make that 5 and 5 as Vogelgesang picks up his 3rd personal.
That's his third personal.
Called him for a grab of the jersey there.
Hagen's got the pressure from Morse coming.
Goes over the top if he'll work.
Gates over to Postway. Postway baseline
pass,
drive
nice.
and fadeaway is
Nice
good.
little jumper there. Rainbow.
Cuts it back to 15. Bill.
They got him
Miller all
in trouble
over
there.
him. And finally
They
they
called a
called
foul.
on Miller. He had been draping himself over Kyle Bill.
A little bit of contact. I didn't see a whole lot there to call a foul, but all of a sudden now they're calling it a little bit tighter.
And now Harrison 1 foul away from being in the bonus.
Yep. Could make it for a longer 4th period here.
It certainly might.
So Harrison might have to make 3 throws.
Sebastian to Bill in the corner.
Oh, we got another foul, number 7.
The foul goes against Love. So Harrison now is in the bonus.
All of a sudden the whistles have picked up.
Certainly seems that way as Sebastian will go to the line to shoot the front end of a 1-and-1.
It's a little hard when you're not sure how it's going to be called. Normally you see it almost go the other way. It's tight to begin with, then they let up, but this game's almost the opposite.
Absolutely. Sebastian good on both.
Got the freebies.
60-43, 17-point lead for the Wildcats. Postway nearly coughs it up, and Davenport with the 4 fouls is back into the game, and that should be a foul on Mason Young.
Personal foul, Harrison, number 3, Mason Young.
Oh, he teed him up.
Got a technical foul now coming in.
Might have said
Technical
something.
on Mason Young.
Technical foul, Harrison. Technical foul, Harrison, number 3, Mason Young. That's his 4th, team 7.
And he put his hands out like didn't do anything. We didn't see anything. I don't think.
Might have said something. I don't know.
Be Miller to shoot. This is tough. Ever since I praised his free throw shooting, he's 0 of 3 from the charity stripe tonight.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
Certainly seems that way.
There we go.
Rescues it 1 of 2 from the line, and Knights will keep possession. So that is key as they try and claw back in. 16-point deficit with 6:52 on the clock. Nate Love to trigger. And Postway now with it, gives it right back to Love. Yoon to Love in the corner. That one well short, and the rebound picked up by Rogers. Rogers hit, and down to the deck he goes and picks himself to the line.
Personal foul, Northwest, number 12, David Higgins. His 1st, team 8.
Higgins will pick up his first foul of the game, so Luke Rogers now to the line. And he misses the front end, so.
If you're Northwest, you need to see a few of those front ends missed.
Be one more, and then it's the double bonus. Miller wants that three ball. He's got it.
Threes.
Lead down to 13 for Harrison.
He's got trouble there. Oh, nice hustle.
Diving all around for it and intercepted by Postway. Teardrop won't go.
And the foul. And a chance for them to get it to 11.
Personal foul, Harrison, number 10, Andrew Sebastian.
Steele, and here's the foul.
Sebastian
Short on
called
that
for
one,
the foul.
he got the rebound, and then in the back.
And Postway will go to the line, so he's got a 1-and-1 of his own to make. Postway 88.5 from the line on the season.
Got one more coming.
This one to cut it to 11, the closest the Knights have come in this second half.
11 points. This is psychological to getting it under 10 here.
That's what they always say. Sebastian with Yoon in his pocket. Try and break the press, and Morse has got to get it over.
And he walked. Travel.
Morse gives it up, so here comes Julius Gates and the Knights.
I kind of thought that was a good call there. Looks like he tried to break the trap, and he just took the steps.
Higgins to Miller, top of the key,
Miller
stops and pops.
Three.
Oh, boy.
8 points. Now we got a game.
Miller cuts it to 8. This could get interesting. 5:30 left to go.
The pressure is starting to affect them. Didn't seem to in the first half, but they've extended it.
Haven't heard anything offensively from Mason Young of late. They could really use him now.
He wants it, you can tell.
Puts his head down, now gives it up. Vogelsong left alone inside. He'll step in. Young to the outside. Vogelsong rises up. It misses. Miller the rebound.
He had a chance to knock it to 6 now. Oh, but you. That's a hard turnover right there.
Again, you got to be careful with passes like that.
Yeah.
Still an 8-point game, under 5 minutes to play now. Knights have already done a fantastic job trying to mount this comeback. And Young will inbound. Nearly taken away by Love, and it'll stay on this end.
That went off of Harrison's foot, I'm pretty sure, yep.
Look at that.
I'm pretty sure it went off of his leg. Yeah, it went off of Harrison's leg on the way out. We're more than glad to volunteer this if they like.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, they gave it back. I'm not sure. What's interesting is the guy that was further away overruled the guy that was the closest.
Sebastian.
I'm not sure he got it right.
He was running into the lane there like a runaway train. And
that was a big call right there because they would have had the ball a chance to take it to 4, and now they got a chance to take it to 10.
The foul goes against Higgins, so one last 1-and-1 for Harrison. Sebastian is at the line. You get everything clarified. It's going to stay a 1-and-1.
Yeah, that last play, I think it went off Harrison, but he may have been out of bounds when it hit him in the foot.
So Sebastian's got to make the front end here. Harrison trying to stay out in front. 60-52. And he makes it. Nicely done. Davenport to the scorer's table to check in for Diego Yoon. Davenport, keep in mind, out there with 4 personals.
If you're Northwest on this next possession, you got to get a good shot. You don't have a lot of possessions left.
Sebastian, couple bounces, puts it up, no doubt about it. Back to a 10-point game.
Foul on Harrison, and we're on a 1-and-1.
Okay, so with this foul to send Hagens to the line, that'll be 9 team fouls for both teams. So any other additional foul at this point puts someone in the double bonus. Hagens makes the front end. .441 on the clock. It seems like this fourth quarter is really dragged by.
You want to make this one so you can set up your pressure, which they can.
Eight-point game once
Bring in
again.
their speed team here to exert the pressure.
They do. Young looking to distribute like he does on the football
Trap.
field. He gets it in. Sebastian's got a breakaway.
Some trouble, he got it away.
Morse gets it
Broke it.
over. It's back to Sebastian. Now
It's a
inside.
nice
Robertson
look.
has a matchup and he's hacked.
He got lucky there because he put the ball on the floor, and the big guy should put the ball right up. By putting it on the floor, he took a chance of getting it stolen. Unfortunately for Northwest, he fouled him.
Double bonus, so guaranteed 2 shots for Caleb Robertson.
Got a favorable roll on that one. Hit the front iron, and it rolled in.
That he did, trying to stretch the lead back to double figures for Harrison.
Northwest is doing a job of bringing guys in and out to keep them fresh for offense, defense. Good rebound.
Misses the second shot.
If you get a 3 here, you get it down to a 2-possession game. Oh, but lucky. Ooh, an errant pass that, gotta watch the trap. Oh, he got lucky.
And Postway's pass is out of bounds on Harrison.
That didn't hit Harrison on the way out, it did. Yeah, he got it right. He got it right.
Referee
It
saw it
tipped
and
him.
overrules.
Good job. Gates taking it in. Didn't get a call on that one.
It was like
Must've
bull
got
in
it
a
clean.
china shop.
Yeah.
Just kind of got away from him there. So still 9 points, and at the midway point here in the fourth quarter.
I think he was anticipating contact that really never came.
Young across to Sebastian.
Big possession here for Northwest.
Harrison trying to work some clock.
Got him in a trap, puts it on the floor.
Combs.
Off. Oh, he just kept it on his court. Of course, it was tipped. Wouldn't have been an over anyway. Oh, he stole it there.
Nearly a steal, and there's
Over
the
and
foot
back
on the
that
line.
time.
Sebastian stepped.
I'm not sure he ever did tip it.
I don't think so either. 63-54. 3.5 to play.
We've got a lot of refs in back of us here in the fourth quarter.
We do. But you'll
Oh,
find
I think he walked there, but he got away with it.
Combs, other end, lays it in, back to double figures. Finish the thought. I thought most of the referees are supposed to be wearing black and white, not black and green. Turnaround
Oh, a
jumper,
nice
and
look,
Postway
short.
can't get it.
Oh, and he fouled there. Yep, I heard that one. That one
That
got
one's
a little bit below to the head on that one.
tough. That'll be Postway's third personal, and this will send Harrison to the line for 2 shots.
So it's really on Harrison a 3-throw on. They knocked down their 3 throws. 11-point lead with 3 minutes to go is going to be tough. If they can avoid the turnovers.
Sebastian
Knocked
makes
it
another.
down. Back to 12.
He's made himself 4 free throws in this fourth quarter. Leading scorer by far. In this period, at least, Mason Young really is the hero of that first half. And it could be Sebastian to close this one out. 67-54, lead back up to 13.
Do they have
the
another run
Wildcats.
left in them? May just have run out of gas.
Love distributes to
There's
the corner.
look.
Good look for Hagens,
Oh,
and he
that's good
can't
luck.
hit from 3.
You like that look if you're Northwest.
Miller hits the deck,
He just
and
slipped.
Combs will give it up. This is where the clock really becomes the ally of the Wildcats, and Sebastian, what a play. .242 on the clock, and it's 15-point lead now. They're tending to Miller on the side.
He's cut. He's cut.
He's cut.
Yeah. Guess we have medics too.
A little bit of everything.
Yep.
Harrison travels with the whole team.
Fully equipped. Oh, that's a nice look.
Good feed, and
You got to put it in the bay. You can't
I
put
was
it
going to
underneath.
say,
though.
Nate Love
No-
tried
no
to score
points.
from the bottom of the bucket.
No points for that.
Good pass.
Oh, and a travel.
He going back. At this point, Northwest has to play essentially perfect basketball down the stretch. Haven't shown the capability for it, but there is still a chance. 2:25
So he's got
on
blood
the
on
clock.
the jersey? I don't. Okay. Just change numbers.
Knights will try and preserve as much time as they can. Now, Yoon brings it across the timeline. 2:20 up on the scoreboard.
They need probably nothing but threes now.
Pretty much. Yoon tries to make a move
Goes
over to
for first.
Postway. Postway
Oh, he blocked.
traveled.
Ooh, gotta be careful on that. You don't get teed.
That should just about put an end to the threat. Northwest
That was
is
more frustration on his end. I think he should
Exactly.
have taken the three that he had, and then he.
Knights have made this one interesting for the majority of the second half, but
Oh, and he
I think
saved
at the
it.
very end,
He was walking a tightrope, a little behind the back.
it's going to come down to the Wildcats.
Nice look. Oh, one more pass. He should've-
Combs now over to Morse. Morse will check back out.
If he'd have passed that right away, he'd have the layup. He bounced it one more time and it went away. But they're just going to work clock now. 15-point lead. There's no rush. Once they get something real easy. There you go. Nice pass by the big guy, and there you go. There's a nice finish.
71-54 now.
And we're officially done now.
Pretty much.
And a block. Or a
This
charge.
last minute and 34 is
Number 3, Mason Young, that's his 5th personal.
And I think a foul out number 5, right? Or did they say 5? Maybe not.
believe so.
Substitution. And a good hand, nice hand for our sharpshooter in the first half especially. They came out raining threes, and that really provided the margin that they held up for the whole game.
Yeah, when you go 7 made threes in the first half, that's going to be tough, especially at the high school level for any team really to overcome.
Yep. Harrison's credit, they got it down to what, 8, maybe 6? Made a nice run in the second half, but I think it just ran out of gas.
Seemed that way, took all the effort to get to that point.
Yep. And Harrison made 3 throws when they had to down the stretch.
Well, these teams split the series a season ago, and Northwest will just hope that when they're in Harrison's building, they're able to make something happen. For Harrison, though, they're staking their claim in what has been a clouded Southwest Ohio conference to start the season. Really, just about any team could come out of there.
Mason West, right? With the green and black.
That's right.
Personal foul on Forrest. Number 3, Nathan Love, his second.
This is a familiar sight we've seen for the majority of the second quarter. Sebastian taking some more free throws.
Yep.
Getting some good practice in the open gym.
Yep, that was one of his first misses.
I think that might be his first miss all game. I could be mistaken there, but I've got him for 5, 6, 7 free throws.
He didn't miss until he brought it up. But he fought the odds. He made it.
8 of 9 on the night for Sebastian from the charity stripe.
That's like 88%, right? 87, yeah.
Do wonders for boosting your numbers.
Yep. Oh, nice head fake. And a nice, not quite. Nice rebound.
Higgins tried to save it. Morse takes it instead. Under a minute now.
He's going to play it. I think he's going to play it out now. There's a turnover. Coach until the end. As it should be, I guess.
Nice corner three.
Oh, no.
Good.
Just not able to make it. Let's get
try it again,
chance.
re-rack. Why not?
Twice makes perfect. You got a nice looking jumper.
Higgins with a little gift present on the way out.
A little bit of foul at this point. I think they'll let him dribble it out after this. So if you're Northwest, at least you won the second half, right?
Absolutely. And, they build some confidence going into the next matchup.
Yep.
So I guess the messaging would be, going into the next game, take that fight that you showed in the second half and show it for an entire game, and we're going to be a pretty dangerous basketball team.
Yep.
Let's go, downhill!
Meanwhile, for Harrison, they run their winning streak to 4 after they had dropped 3 in a row.
And a finish, a block and a finish.
Nice little and one for Postway.
Personal foul, Harrison, number 10, for Sebastian, his second.
Chance for Northwest to cut it to 11.
Make it look darn respectable on the way out.
They get one more basket, get under double digits. That's always nice. And a rebound, and back
Robertson's
to Harrison.
Got it.
Unlucky.
Should be no more fouls at this point.
No, I think they'll press, but no fouls. Hope he did call one. I'm not sure.
Well,
I'll hold my tongue. I'll hold my tongue.
12 seconds to go, and that's one last present on the way out. Sebastian, he's got to be dog tired at this point. That's 9 free throw attempts.
Can't get his arms up.
This quarter.
Can't get his arms up anymore. Maybe shoot the underhand Rick Barry style.
Throw in the towel, Rock.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
Try with your left hand just to make it interesting. There was that trivia years ago, Hank Adler's free throw.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be a Harrison school record of some kind.
Oh, and he gets
in
the
the
little
fourth
roll.
quarter.
11 to 12.
Dime piece from the charity stripe. Love it.
He probably hasn't had 12 free throws in the other games this year. And there's a basket.
Yoon lays it in.
And that will be it.
They're just going to let the clock run, and 75 to 63 is your final.
There we go. There's your ball game.
As a reminder, if you've enjoyed this game and want to see it again, or you're trying to get grandparents, parents, or other family friends involved, this game will be played back on Spectrum and Cincinnati Bell. You can also find it on demand at www.waycross.tv. For all times, Spectrum is on channel 979. Cincinnati Bell is on channel 850. And the times will be shown tomorrow at 9 o'clock. That's Saturday at 9 o'clock. And Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday at 6:30, right before the big one between between Alabama and Georgia. Then on Tuesday at 9 o'clock p.m. it will be shown, and then a nice little morning showing at 10 a.m. on Wednesday. For Nathaniel Hipsley and for Ian Liddell signing off tonight from Northwest. Once again, Harrison up 75-63. Good night, everyone.
Have a good night.